We can try to make some money within these contractions also. Sometimes when you buy as a responsive buyer and after you buy, जब आपने यहाँ खरीद लिया और आपने मान लीजिए आपने यहाँ पे एग्जिट नहीं किया एंड मार्केट एक्सपेंशन में चला गया तो आपको तो बहुत बेनिफिट हो जाएगा ना। ये यहाँ पे ना लिक्विडिटी बहुत ड्राई अप हो रही होती है। दैट इज द होल पॉइंट ऑफ अ ब्रेकआउट, व्हिच इज व्हाई व्हेन वी बाय एट अ ब्रेकआउट वी आर फिल्ड एट अ वेरी बैड प्राइस आल्सो। So this distance is not just यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक. This distance could be much greater than that, especially with the way the market has become now, since at least last 3-4 months, right? In fact, more than that, I think it's become really fast and yeah.
So what you're saying is that we need to somehow know in advance.
Yes.
That the market is in.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
So how do we know in advance?
We'll come to that.
possible?
I'll tell you a basic concept is that expansion के बाद contraction आएगा, ये हमारे लिए काफी basic underlying assumption true है, right? So after a large expansion bar, you do not enter as an initiative participant. You only buy on dips or you sell on rallies.
Sometimes that's not true. For the pre-election rally, you would have never got in.
Oh, we got in much before.
No, I'm saying that when the expansion occurs, you might not get a dip.
You will. No, you. वही मैं कह रहा हूँ, अगर उस टाइम फ्रेम में ऑलरेडी एक्सपेंशन शुरू हो चुका है तो देन यू नीड टू बी इनिशिएटिव, देन यू नीड टू एंटर राइट अवे, राइट? बट जब तक एक्सपेंशन नहीं हो रहा है, जब तक आप कॉन्ट्रैक्शन में हो, राइट, तब तक तो हम बाय ऑन डिप्स कर सकते हैं, तब तो हमें ब्रेकआउट्स खरीदने की जरूरत नहीं है.
You're assuming that the market will break out on the upside. That's an assumption.
Yes, and you put a stop.
On what basis are you making that assumption?
We'll come to that. It's a very large presentation on the fourth slide actually. So this is the basic volatility cycle. So recently there are some studies about in quantum physics. I don't think any of you would be interested in quantum physics, but I am a lot. So because recent developments which show that the universe is expanding right now. Okay. And the theory is that at some point it will start contracting again, and the Big Bang was essentially just the start of the expansion. It wasn't the start of the universe. If that is the underlying principle of the universe, the markets cannot be any different. Okay. This cycle will be true within the markets also. This cycle is how we will tell कि अगले time period में क्या होने वाला है. Where are we in this cycle? We want to answer this underlying question at any point of time. जब हम market analysis कर रहे हैं, हम कहाँ पर हैं? We want to place our trades when we are operating as a responsive buyer. We want to place our trades somewhere over here, right? अगर हमारे बिना ही ये शुरू हो गया है, तो we don't want to enter our trades here. We want to buy as soon as the expansion is beginning. You should be ready and you should be expecting an expansion after contraction. There is a reason for that.
No, I am totally in agreement with you. As you go ahead, you figure that out.
Okay. If we are in a contraction, how do we tell which side the expansion is going to come in? Right? The trading range and the price behavior within the trading range will tell us. Okay? If buying and selling pressures are moving the market, right? And there is a trading range that is forming, that is essential. Let's say the market is in a, we want to, in a way, not predict would be the wrong word, but we want to create a probability scenario that where is the market likely to break out from that range. What we should do is that once the range is clear, initial part में जब range बन रहा होता है उस time पे तो उसके edges clear ही नहीं होते हैं, right? That is a problem we'll keep for later. But once the range is clear, if मान लीजिए जैसे इसके अंदर buyers eventually are more than the sellers, मान लीजिए ऐसा, right? And they want to buy within this range. The market will obviously not spend a lot of time at the bottom edge, right? The moment it comes there, it will be bid back up like a force, है ना? Because वहाँ पे बहुत buyers हैं और उनमें बहुत competition है वहाँ पे खरीदने के लिए ना. They have to create very large positions. The people who do these kind of things, they have to usually create very large positions. So they will not let the market be here for a long time, right? The market will keep hugging the resistance. उसी साइड पे घुसा रहेगा एकदम, है ना? आपको लगेगा कि हम तो ट्रेडिंग रेंज में हैं एंड हम रेजिस्टेंस पे हैं तो सेल करना चाहिए, right? But the dynamics of the trading range are saying कि वो तो उसके अंदर ही, you know, it's trying to get into that every time. वो ज़्यादा टाइम वही निकाल रहा है, right? False breakouts कितनी बार हुए हैं किस जगह पे, right? Within the range. एक बहुत ही सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट है जो यहाँ पे लिखा नहीं है. ट्रेडिंग रेंज की सेंटर लाइन ड्रॉ कर लो या कोई भी पैटर्न, ट्रायंगल पैटर्न या any kind of, you know, any kind of pattern which sort of has a midpoint. Draw a center line. These are supports and resistances. I'm just writing down S1, R1. We'll just come to where they are. If the market keeps spending a lot of time above this only, and whenever it drops below this, it bounces back. And this other time इसी में निकाल रहा है. What is the trading range telling us? Simple. If the market keeps hugging the support, यहीं पे रह रहा है, ऊपर bidding नहीं हो रहा, even in an uptrend, support पे आ गया है, but there is no buying force. Where did all the buyers disappear? They have become sellers now. Okay. That range breaks out on the downside. Okay. We'll look at the chart of Nifty and Bank Nifty for the last couple of weeks. Identify that trading range. I'll try to predict कि वो अब तो खैर clear ही हो गया है, but you know, very early in the trading range, आप in fact will not do that. You do that yourself. Look at that trading range. It's a symmetrical triangle. Election day के जो boundaries थे, they were the extreme edges. उसके बाद market ऐसे contract कर रहा था, right? And if you draw the midline, it barely spent, एक बार तो election day पे गया था, एक बार वो फिर Monday को गया था बस. बाकी सारा time इसी range में आया था. सारा का सारा, right? So that itself was a warning sign, right? Anyway, there are ways to get more. You know, this is just for analysis. इसको आप time तो नहीं कर पाओगे ना. I know. I can see from your face. You're thinking exactly that. You will not be.
Ask you the question.
No, it's absolutely. I mean, that's what you're here for. You know, the basic concept is कि जितना अगर उसमें underlying buying pressure है, you know, we don't trade the pattern. Even when I don't trade chart patterns, but whoever does, like Sir does a lot, we never trade the pattern. We trade the underlying imbalance which is creating that pattern. Okay. If the underlying imbalance is suggesting that the buyers are more powerful than the sellers, right? Then we should already place our trades within the trading range in that direction. आसान नहीं होता है. It's not easy. If trading was easy, then anyway. You know, on head and shoulders, I would like to give one. You know, especially me when I used to trade chart patterns, every consolidation used to look like a head and shoulder, at least to me, each and every one of them. Okay, and they never are. They always turn out to be some kind of a ranges and some kind of this and that. And you know, if more than 70-80% of head and shoulders are failing, or what I perceive to be head and shoulders are failing, That means I needed some new way to tell whether ये genuine है या नहीं है. Right, so I did come up with a method, and it's again based on this underlying principle कि buyers ज़्यादा powerful हैं, sellers ज़्यादा powerful हैं. When you have a head and shoulder, right, you know, a lot of books will say कि इस line को देखो, upward sloping है, downward sloping है. That will give you an idea. वो भी यही कह रहे हैं कि basically अगर selling pressure ज़्यादा है तो ये already downward sloping होगा, right? A better method is just when this pattern is forming, we don't know that it's a head and shoulder जब तक हम यहाँ तक नहीं पहुँच पाते. At least मेरे साथ तो यही होता है. Rather हम कम से कम यहाँ तक नहीं पहुँच जाते, right? जब तक तो मुझे समझ में नहीं आता था कि वो बन भी रहा है. जब ये ब्रेकआउट हो रहा है, we want to gauge at that time, right? कि genuine है या नहीं है. Let's say head यहाँ बना था, and now from the topmost point or the bottommost point of the head and shoulder, you count how many bars did the left shoulder take and how many bars did the right shoulder take. Okay? If the number of bars in the right shoulder are less than the number of bars in the left shoulder, that means that the selling pressure is genuine. Right? The market should drop below support really quickly. Okay? Then we can just sometime we'll look at some charts, and I'll give you within the same chart I'll show you two examples. One is worked and one is not, and you will see which one had. You know, आप अपने charts में इसको check करके देखना. The accuracy of at least, you know, maybe you might still not be able to trade it because these are not easy patterns to trade, but at least you'll be right in your analysis. Okay. Now, you know, like classical analysts want to give a name to every type of a pattern and every type of a thing. So I basically work on this. So I've, you know, looked up some names, and from books and everything, I've tried to classify different types of expansions and contractions. क्या-क्या चीजें हैं वो हो सकती हैं, right? So you know, in an expansion, the first thing that can happen is the market opens at one end and goes and closes at the other within that time frame, whether it's a week or an expiry or a day or an hour, it doesn't matter. But एक तो ये टाइप का हो सकता है, right? वीकली ट्रेंडिंग के अंदर दो अलग-अलग टाइप के सिनारियोज हैं. जो पहला सिनारियो ये है कि within the same time period there are two trading ranges that form. Let's say the market starts off the day or the week or the month or whatever with a, it starts off the time period with a trading range. This trading range is very narrow usually in this type of a expansion. अगर ये range बहुत ही narrow है, तो at some point ये break हो जाएगा. It's very easy to, you know, it's definitely होगा. In fact, अगर निफ्टी में opening range सिर्फ 5 पॉइंट का तो वो ब्रेक होना ही होना है, राइट? सिमिलरली अगर पहले दिन का जो रेंज है या लेट्स से मंडे का जो रेंज है या स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द एक्सपायरी का जो रेंज है बहुत ही नैरो है, वहाँ पे एक ट्रेडिंग रेंज बन जाता है 3-4 दिन का, तो एट सम पॉइंट वो ब्रेकआउट होना ही होना है. इट्स ओनली अ मैटर ऑफ टाइम बिफोर दैट हैपेंस, राइट? So when this initial, we call this initial balance. In the initial balance, let's say within, अगर हम डे का एग्जांपल ले लें, in any day the first 15 minutes is very narrow, and we expect that the market will break out of this range at some point. If this range is very wide, then we don't expect the market to break out unless it's a full-on trending day or a trending time period. In any case, what happens is that the market breaks out at some point, and then towards the closing it forms another range, right? this entire movement doesn't happen as a continuous order flow. It happens as a jerk, really, really fast. And